Now, we're all Olympians. Me, Mikaela, Claressa Shields. The level is through the roof. I don't know. I always ask him, like, does he get nervous? What you mean? He's always like, nah, I know how good you are and I know what you can do. And he never gets nervous because he says that, he believes in me. And I feel like that's cool. But it's a bit sorry that I can't say for him. I'll shit myself for these boxing. Sorry. Be inspired. Keep being inspired every day. Motivate yourself. Be inspired by other people doing things, and then use that to motivate yourself. Push yourself every day in the gym because you're only gonna get one chance at this. You live once, so just give it 100%.
October Red Boxing here with a debutant, Caroline Dubios. Talk to me about how you're feeling to finally get out there and show us your skills.
I'm very excited, obviously I was meant to fight last year, but now it's been delayed a little bit, but it's a blessing in disguise and I'm so happy and I just cannot wait to fight now. All this stuff is great and I'm enjoying it, but I really just want to get in the ring. I want to weigh in, get in the ring. That's the only thing that's important. And Claressa Shields, she was saying, not to be nervous. I'm like, I'm not nervous at all. She says that's a brilliant thing. So I'm just going to enjoy it and get in there and perform.
They say about nerves, and they say sometimes like nerves are a good thing, but because you're so, I don't know, maybe it's that you've had to wait so long, the fight date being postponed, has that just like totally pushed the nerves aside and you're just like eager?
I reckon so, because last time in November I was proper nervous for it and really leading up to it, but now I'm more relaxed. I've seen her fight, I know what to expect. I just want to get in the ring now and want to perform. And also I feel like I've boxed some big stages. I've been to Youth Olympics, the Worlds, the real Olympics. I'm ready. Like, this is obviously going to be a big event, but the level is going to be so different and I'm ready for it.
And I don't want to sound cliche, but we talk about women in boxing, we talk about trailblazing, we talk about women starting to get the credit that they deserve. Yes, you're all boxers, you come from a boxing family, but what does it mean for you to be part of what seems to be that wall breaking down with women finally starting to push through and get that recognition in the sport?
I feel like the level has just gone through the roof, to be honest. The quality that, back in the day, if you had a female daughter, what would you put her in? You wouldn't put her in boxing. So the emphasis and the effort wasn't there. Now you got fathers, they have a daughter, they put them in boxing, they're training them since they're 9 years old, and they're putting that effort that they would in other ways, they're putting it in there, and the level's just gone through the roof. If you see it now, we're all Olympians. Me, Mikaela, Claressa Shields, the level is through the roof.
And it's a phenomenal time to be part of this. You mentioned about, you're from a boxing family. Your father, an influence, somebody that has supported you, and how does that, say for example, there's going to be a young female that's watching this, maybe she's looking to go to the Olympics. Talk to about that family support, especially, the influence that your father, your brothers have had on you choosing boxing.
Personally, I think in boxing, even though it's an individual sport, you're getting in the ring and you're doing it alone. You can't do it alone. It's impossible. You need someone there supporting you, backing you, pushing you. If you're trained, you need that engine behind you, and you definitely need that support. It's imperative. Whether it's your mom, your dad, or a coach, or somebody, you need to have someone pushing you.
And I know that you said you're not nervous, but you've got your big brother here, Daniel here. Quite a shy version. You're kind of like a little bit more outspoken and not afraid to say what you really think. What does it mean to him watching his baby sister now, not following in his footsteps because you're different fighters, but following the boxing footsteps of the Dubois family?
I don't know. I always ask him, like, does he get nervous? What you mean? He's always like, nah, I know how good you are and I know what you can do. And he never gets nervous because he says that, he believes in me. And I feel like that's cool. But it's a bit sorry that I can't say for him. I'll shit myself for these boxing, sorry. But like I am. But yeah, he's got a lot of belief in me and he's got a lot of faith in my ability. He sees me in the gym and he sees me train. He's seen how hard I fight and how hard I push myself. So he's just got belief in me and I love that.
And you could have got into any sport. And like I said, you've got the boxing blood there. But what made you say, you know what? For me, it's boxing.
When I was little, I was doing loads of sports, swimming, gymnastics, running, but boxing was the one that stuck out to me. I remember walking into a gym for the first time and saying, how can anybody not want to box? The atmosphere, the vibe, the seriousness, the dedication, there was nothing like it.
And you're right, there's a magic about the sport. So you're going into your debut. You said last year you was probably a little bit nervous, thinking, okay, this is my first pro fight. You mentioned that you've had a look at your opponent, not giving away your tactics, but what weaknesses have you noticed in your opponent that you can, for a better word, take advantage of?
I don't see her as being strong. I don't see her as being somebody who is coming to win. I'm going to be honest, she isn't coming to win. And that attitude that she's going to bring, I'm just going to go out there and box and perform. You know, I've fought girls who are world champions, world bronze medalists, Olympic champions. You know, there's levels.
That confidence, I absolutely love it. So being on the undercard, you said you spoke to Claressa Shields. G. Waltz is a name that I think she quite happily lives up to. What does that mean for you? And you're obviously following in those footsteps of, you know, becoming a belt holder yourself, taking the titles, taking other females out. When you see her and she's got all of those belts there, what type of hunger does that give you to really want to go for this?
Oh, it's mad seeing them belts with Mikaela and her. I want them belts myself. I want them, you know what I mean? So it's interesting seeing it. And it's like you see someone that you know, and you see them winning, you want to win too. I want to impress her, even though it's her card and her show. Obviously with the EUBANK and that, I want to go out there and impress. I want them to remember like me and say, oh, she was good, and just be impressed by me too.
I like your attitude. It's so positive. It's forward thinking, and this is what we need. So I'm going to ask you then to pass a message on to all of the young fighters out there, not just females, but young fighters out there that are thinking about going into boxing, that may be thinking about going to qualify for the Olympics. What is your message for those fighters?
Growing up, you know, I was blessed that I had Claressa Shields and other female fighters to look up to, and now there's so many for them to look up to. I'd say just be inspired, keep being inspired every day, motivate yourself, you know, be inspired by other people doing things, and then use that to motivate yourself, push yourself every day in the gym, because you're only going to get one chance at this. You live once, so just give it 100%.
Fantastic words from debutant Caroline Dubios. I know you're busy. I cannot wait to see your debut on Saturday. I'm super excited for you. Keep trailblazing for us, for the UK, for women in boxing. Thank you, and no doubt I'll speak to you fight night.
Sure, I'd love to see you there. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.